All right, everybody, we are back again. Big thank you for sticking with us. Tugi and Sin getting ready to join in on our Pro Division coverage again. Not only was it semifinals day for the Elite Division, it's semifinals day for the Pro Division as well. RCTIC, the underdogs, have a 3-2 series lead on Jyväskylä, a former Elite Division club who are trying to earn their way back to the Elite Division as well. We're going to be able to join this game in progress as they are about ready to head into the third period of a tie game, a goalless game. It is 0-0 at this point in what is now a 3-2 series lead. Unfortunately, we don't have the updated playoff tree here. I think we will have that available for you in 1 second. A bit of a glitch there, but it is currently 3 apiece for Reality Check and Star Gazing. They are going to Game 7. And as we see here, this is the moment that gave RCTIC the lead. Tremendous job done on the broadcast by one Manageri, who I recommend you check out. I was watching him. Very emotive caster, and I always respect that. But that is the goal, that won Game 5. Again, we are just about to join in third period of Game 6. You see it there now. Again, a goalless affair. If RCTIC win, they are off to our Pro Division Finals. If Jyväskylä win, there will be Game 7. Again, all of this leading to our Pro Division Finals that kick off February 28th, and will conclude the next day on March 1st. So, Sin, here we go. We will do our best to follow along with this particular matchup. Of course, familiar with some of the names, not so much with some of the guys on the RCTIC side of things, but it will be Jyväskylä going to the power play here after a tripping call.
Yeah, this is going to be really big. We'll see what Antti could do on the face-off. A lot of familiar names. Jyväskylä, they know these high-pressure situations.
Absolutely. Again, a lot of Elite Division experience in that Jyp lineup. There is another call here. Interference. And it will be a 5-on-3 for RCTIC as Zestin goes to the box for interference.
Yeah, that the left defenseman there. So that's 2 men sitting on the side of RCTIC, and their left winger, both guys on the left side of the ice. So a 5-on-3 here. What a situation. What an opportunity for Jyp.
Chance here. Short side snipe attempts. And using Cisco, able to make that save. Already one of my favorite names.
Yeah, absolutely. Tough to get the hang of at first there, but definitely a sweet one as Indy tested his short side right there, kind of just with a shot, and not too bad of a look.
Here is Sile again. Every single member of this Jyväskylä team with prior Elite experience. There will be familiar names for those of you that have joined us on these broadcasts over the past few years. D to D, Sock'em, the one-timer, they score! It's Indy firing that one home, and Jyväskylä grabbed the 1-0 lead here early on the power play in the third period.
A similar position where he took that previous shot, which was a wrister that time, an absolute howitzer of a one-timer. Beautiful passing along the top of the umbrella by Jyväskylä to open up Indy on that one-time, blast it home. Cisco can't do a whole heck of a lot in that scenario. Jyväskylä with a 1-0 lead here in the third.
A huge moment there for the favorites in this series in Jyp. And a shot, they score again! 2-for-1 special. Antti finds the back of the goal. 2-0 now for Jyväskylä. 2-for-2 on the power play, Sin.
Absolutely huge start to this third period. They wasted no time. What a pass, left all alone in that slot right there. Simply not picked up, and something that you can't have happen. The goaltender not able to do a whole heck of a lot in that scenario, and just like that, Jyväskylä have snatched a 2-goal lead.
What a moment there for Jyp. Again, all the pressure in the world on their shoulders. They might not be done. That one knocked aside. The attempt from Pawansa, who's formerly of Havu Gaming. And this is game number 6 in this best of 7. The other matchup, of course, the other semifinal right now going on, it is Reality Check and Stargazing heading into the second period of game number 7. Right now, as it stands, Jyväskylä perhaps well on their way to forcing game 7. They have another one. 3 goals in under 5 minutes. Indy makes it 3-0.
I think it might be safe to say Jyväskylä have missed being in the limelight. What a performance here. The beginning of the third period, as soon as we jump in, Jyväskylä just going absolutely ham right there. That was Puanzo over to Indy right there, who now has 2 goals in this third period. That first one coming in the power play, and that one right there. What a beautiful cross-crease play. And RCTIC reeling right now as they will be taking their timeout, try to recollect themselves here in this third period. But my goodness, I hope we get another look at that. Just a precision pass from Puanzo there as he chased down that puck, and, well, apparently not. The replay got a bit cut short.
Oh, you know, it's Pro Division. They got to get used to not skipping replays unless it's on an own goal, in which case everyone will still skip the replays. Spamming that X button as fast as they possibly can. I feel sorry for RCTIC, Sin. Apparently we're bad luck.
Yeah, apparently if Caster Curves is alive and well, hey, you got a lead in the series. Let's jump in and see if you can close it out, and immediately down 3-0.
Okay, one-time attempt there from Ozestein, not able to hit the target. A chance there. Puck loose in front. Sakam able to get out of trouble. At least for the moment. Is Antti able to drop back? Let's see what Puanzo can do now going the other way. Puck off the wall. 13 minutes to play here in the third period. As it stands, Game 7 coming up. Looks like both semifinal series in our Pro Division are going 7. We'll see if there's an incredible comeback here from RCTIC. Captain Layout has this one, trying to get that up ice. He does. A loose puck taken away by Sakam. Indy again now 2 goals here already in this third period. Alonso dishes back to the point for Sile, who's tripped, and it will be a third power play for Jyväskylä.
Oh boy.
We have 100% jinxed RCTIC by picking up the coverage here.
Yeah, it was a bit reckless with the stick, however, so maybe a little bit of tilt on the side of RCTIC as well. Went in there with the defensive skill stick and didn't let up on it as the man was skating around him there. So another power play for Jyväskylä. See if they can make it perhaps 3 for 3.
It is worth noting in that other game, currently ongoing, Reality Check have scored first a 1-0 lead for the number 1 seed in the Pro Division. Again, both Stargazing and RCTIC putting the higher seeds in jeopardy. But it might just be a war of attrition that the higher seeds are able to survive. Here's Sakam. Defenseman pinching in. 40 seconds to go on the power play. He switches with Antti. And another trip is called as Indy's taken down.
Yeah, and that's Ozestein going to the box once again here. The discipline getting out of hand for RCTIC. These are just mistakes you simply cannot make. A good win off the faceoff. They get the initial clear, so they won't face a lot of pressure on the 5-on-3, but with this rush, it should be an easy zone entry.
Here is Puanzo. They work it over to Indy. Indy holding on. Another delayed call for RCTIC, who are crumbling here in this third period.
Yeah, I don't know if we've ever seen anything quite like this here. They kind of go for an aggressive poke, and their aggressiveness is just getting them into a whole lot more trouble as an extended 5-on-3 now.
And a shot for Puanzo on the doorstep. Good save there. Needless to say, Jyväskylä have turned up the heat here in the third.
Absolutely, and all their forwards just continuing to find these soft spots where RCTIC simply isn't. Obviously much easier with the man advantage there as they do get the win, and kind of want to see him clear in that scenario, but they're looking to attack. I mean, that's how desperate they are, but here come a 3-on-1.
Opportunity for Yip, pass in front, broken up. Layout able to control this one, turns it over though. Indy for Antti, tried to go right back to him. And a loose puck will be held for the moment. Sile gets rocked. That's another penalty for RCTIC. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. Charging is the call.
I think we absolutely haven't, and hard to argue with that one there, as that was several strides too many as we see 3 people. Are they gonna, yeah, they're gonna have a computer. This is actually reminding me, didn't we see a scenario like this with H-Reds when they actually took so many penalties in the regular season that a computer was forced to go out there? So expect the unexpected.
An incredibly rare occurrence here. Let's see what Yip can do with an AI defender out there. Great movement. Sakam. Down low for Rindy. Short side chance for Antti denied. Puck still loose. And finally, RCTIC able to get some reprieve.
Well, that was a 5:50
to go. Yeah, I just noticed that too. It was a 5-minute charging call. Disaster for RCTIC, who again have to deal with an AI player until there's a stoppage. That puck intercepted. As it stands, Jyväskylä will be forcing Game 7. We will have that coverage here for you. As the AI dumps it out. Good clear. Textbook. Chance there. Short-handed. What a save by Kazu. Don't expect that opportunity in such a short-handed situation, but a big, big save there. Now the puck finds its way to Palonzo. Had to try to weave around the AI.
Not
Got
ever
level
happen.
for his trouble. Limbe nowhere to go. So a minute 25 on that 5-minute major. The AI still out there. He gets run over. Layouts pass in front off the mark. It is Jyväskylä in control. 3 minutes away from forcing game number 7. Again, winner goes to our pro final. That chance, good opportunity on the short side. Again, February 28th and March 1st, our pro division finals coverage. Expected to be on the call, one King Lime and B Major, who you've seen in this broadcast a couple of times. Being able to conduct interviews and doing quite well in the process. We are back to 5-on-5. Sin, what a moment here it was. Great opportunity for the lower seed and a disaster of a third period. JYP will be the ones taking a penalty here, though, with 57 seconds to play.
And you never know with the last minute of real time what can happen here. If they get a quick goal, perhaps off a face-off player just shortly after that, they still have, a minute of real time. Crazier things have happened, so Jyväskylä not out of the woods yet. They still got to close this out.
Good face-off play, and Naiku unfortunately fired one wide. An absolute rocket of a 1T. That puck is cleared. It is an empty net. At least it was going to be for RCTIC before that puck was cleared. Again, continuing to keep track. Third period of Game 7 in our other semifinal matchup. It is reality check up 1-0. RCTIC break their goalless drought. They score on the power play. It is Naiku on the goal with 34 seconds to go.
Kind of a good good play. Bit of a jam play there at the side of the net. He kind of drove into the crease, and it was maybe not a pass, just a puck knocked loose, and it went right to Naiku, who just slipped it home when Kazu couldn't just in time.
There's a chance again in the offensive zone. Deflection bid, and Sin, you said maybe anything could happen. RCTIC not going down without a fight.
Yeah, we're seeing a bit of pushing and shoving as well after the whistle here. Maybe Jyväskylä feeling the heat a little bit. I mean, they're still up by 2, 23.1. The goalie is pulled, so RCTIC going for it here, all out.
22 seconds to play off the draw. That shot broken up and cleared out. Again, the empty net, not a factor. Face off with 14.9 to go. There is a penalty being called. Jyväskylä gonna go to the power play. And there you see it, a bit of interference.
Yeah, that's a bit more closer, but at this stage of the game, I guess it's towards that pretty much over part anyway. The goaltender will be returned. I mean, 15 seconds left. They still need to. Never mind, he wasn't returned. He's still out there. As you saw that ridiculous power play numbers. Yeah, all in one period. All in one period.
My goodness. So again, Jyväskylä looking to wind down the clock. Here is Palonzo. Empty net, just misses, but this game is in the books. And one more penalty, why not? Between these two teams as he dove and took out his legs right at the end.
That was Palonzo there with the unsportsmanlike conduct diving into someone else's legs, and fortunately for Kazu, his numbers will not be affected as they cannot get a final goal there. But we will be seeing a Game 7 between RCTIC and Jyväskylä here. What a performance in that third period from Jyväskylä to capitalize on at least those first couple power play opportunities. I guess 3 power play goals total in that game. Two for JYP, and the only goal from RCTIC coming on the power play there. So safe to say, perhaps in Game 7, special teams could play a pretty big factor.
Absolutely. So again, JYP and RCTIC going to Game 7 to determine who will play in our Pro Division Finals. The other matchup, the other Game 7, currently underway As we get a look at it here now, Sin, Reality Check just went up 2-0 in this matchup here late in the game. And a power play chance here as well, again, for the team that walked into the playoffs as the #1 seed. Needless to say, a power play goal here could end it. Good save there. But very intrigued to see what's going to happen in this particular matchup. Stargazing, much like RCTIC, had a lead as Pirza, familiar name to us, is able to make that save, and they sent it all the way down.
Oh yeah, that was a great name, Piece of Pizza.
Yeah, the Pizza. As again, for this Reality Check lineup, some familiar names for us in the past. And we'll do what we can. Again, unfortunately, a lack of audio for this stream, but we'll stick with the coverage of this up until we are ready to go for Game 7, or maybe we'll stick with this until we have the end. Why not? We might as well run with it. But a huge moment here now for Stargazing, who again entered this matchup as the lower seed. We'll see what they can do. It is Reality Check going offside there. 104 remaining in the Stargazing power play. With the side really sent from Pirza, nobody with an extreme amounts of Elite Division experience. As it is Stargazing into the attacking zone. That shot on denied. Loose puck still bouncing around in the crease. Stargazing trying to get something going here late in the game. Good D-to-D work. That one-timer, good stop by Finsere for Reality Check. Again, another person with the lead experience in the past.
Yeah, definitely recognizing some of these names here. It's a kind of awesome to see some of the names of the past, and I'm sure some of the names of the future here, as a couple of these teams, or all four of these teams, will at least have the chance to work their way into the league. There's only that one guaranteed spot for the winner of the Pro Division here, and so far, a Reality Check looking like they're in good shape to be making their way back to the Pro Finals at least.
Absolutely. So again, we may just stick with this one. 10 minutes to go in the third. Reality Check up 2-0. Another glove save by Finsere here. As Stargazing looking to kind of do what we saw RCTIC do late in Game 6, and that's just put the pressure on late and try to make things happen. You don't want to leave it, too little too late, however. Stop the face-off. Johan can't hold on to that. He's able to pick that one back up, trying to get it out. They can't do it. That shot and another save. Been able to call up Finsere's name quite often as Arska. Able to move that one forward. If your Reality Check right now can't afford to make too many mistakes on the breakouts. We'll see what Stargazing are able to do. Recovered here. That pass in front just a little bit off the mark. Back to the point. A pass across again, the traffic in front. Good defense from Reality Check. They have a chance going down the other way. Pro Arska, the spin. Just lost it. Gets it back. Went for the wraparound. Pirza's there. He'll play it out. Senses the urgency that currently his team is facing. Again, down 2-0. Stargazing in possession in the attacking zone around the back of the net. Poked away at least momentarily. Reality Check trying to get back in control. They can't do so. Stargazing putting the pressure on, but they need the shots. Under 4 minutes to play. Back to the point. That shot deflects, and Isbar is able to recover it. And gets that outlet pass as well. Versueti will dump that one around. Despite that head of steam.
Yeah, just opting for the safe plays right here. They don't want to give up any odd mans coming the other way.
And it's Pro Arska on the breakaway. He scores! And that should do it. Reality Check are going to survive a scare and move on to the Pro Division Finals. Heartbreak for Stargazing here in Game 7.
Yeah, that's kind of the decision-making of Reality Check sort of paying off right there. As you know, we said Pursuiti had that head of steam, opted to kind of just dump in, and everyone dropped back, and they were able to force a play, force a turnover in the neutral zone that Pro Arska is able to capitalize on the breakaway, dodging the flying poke check of Pirza and making this game 3-0 with just 2 minutes left. It looks like Reality Check will be on their way back to the Pro Finals.
Again, a tremendous job done by Reality Check to survive that bit of a scare throughout the entirety of the playoffs. We have seen Reality Check and JYP Jyväskylä have to overcome some scares. It has not been a dominant run to the finals. But Reality Check will survive. They will move on. And they will play the winner. Again, Game 7 coming up right here in just a few moments. Waiting for the teams to finish matching up. It will be RCTIC and JYP Jyväskylä. Winner will play Reality Check in our Pro Division Finals. Again, on February 28th, as the Empty Netters missed. February 28th and March 1st. And again, as Sin mentioned, the winner of that series will be in our Elite Division for our spring season, which again is just around the corner. Big moment for Reality Check.
Yeah, and unfortunately, in the way of stargazing with the 36.7 left and still needing to overcome a 3-goal deficit, it simply doesn't look like it's going to happen here as Reality Check even take it in deep. Once again, just looking to kill off the rest of the time here. And fortunately for stargazing, their journey in the towards the Pro Division Finals will come up short.
Again, what a shot there that goes 5-hole. Not going down without a fight. 20 seconds left. We'll stick with this one until the end. Why not? You never know what might happen. We will see the RCTIC and JYP Game 7 start. We'll join that in progress. But after a goal like that, you never know. You got to stick with it just to see what might happen. But then again, as we mentioned, stargazing will still have the chance. They'll end up in a relegation battle with one of our Elite Division teams. So the dream's not entirely dead, but the road, gets a little bit more difficult as they'll have at least another series ahead. And here we go. Reality Check looking to ice it. Arska just takes it around. And I think we can confirm now. Reality Check, Pro Division finalists. They win Game 7 and knock stargazing out of the playoffs.
Yep, GG's all around. Good effort from stargazing, but it will be our number 1 seed Reality Check as we do join this game in progress. There we go. That's the word. There we go. Figured it out. Yeah, see.
Some curveballs today. It's okay.
Yeah. We'll hopefully not see as many penalties for RCTIC in this one as they tried to win this Game 7.
Certainly. So again, we already know. Reality Check in the finals. What will happen now? Who will join them? Will it be former Elite Club JYP Jyväskylä, or will RCTIC pull off the upset and move on to that finals matchup? Again, stargazing and RCTIC both had leads in their series. Stargazing couldn't get the job done. Will RCTIC be able to pull off the upset? Is RCTIC back in control again in their road whites? JYP Jyväskylä in the black. Around the back of the net. Sealay able to recover. We talked about that a lot in the Game 6 coverage we had of this series. Again, a lot of elite experience in that JYP Jyväskylä lineup. But an offside call here early on in this first period.
Trying to see both teams sort of establish themselves here. There's some good bit of chances coming from JYP Jyväskylä earlier on here. So it seems like they still are feeling that momentum from that last win and wanting to carry that over. They really would love to get back to the lead on the easiest road possible here, because you never know what can happen in a relegation series. And kind of the further down you are, the better team from Elite that you will have to play here. So JYP Jyväskylä definitely want to come out on top here and take the chances against Reality Check in the Pro Finals.
RCTIC trying to get a shot on it, goes around the back. Good pass out. Here's Pawansa. Someone who we know can get it done at the Elite level. That shot rings off the post. Great chance for Sakam. Down the other way, Urya not able to work his way through. Does get the puck back there, throws it on the back of the net, Limbe. See what he can do, kicks it directly behind him. Antti was there to take that away, and I have no idea what the hell just happened.
You just saw the raw, sheer power of Antti on display right there. That was a rocket pass and a half to get out of the zone.
I mean, if you're an active player in the ECL and you're not hitting the gym, you need to. I don't think we need to question it about Naiku, though. What a shot. RCTIC take the 1-0 lead here in the first.
bar and in on that far side. Kind of a weird broken play on the zone entry, but he's able to beat Kazu there. That was just a rocket of a shot, and RCTIC take the advantage first. You think about the post that JYP Jyväskylä just hit. RCTIC hit one there, except theirs went into the back of the net afterwards. So what an advantageous position they find themselves in now later in the first period.
A great shot that caught Kazu moving. RCTIC. Chance here off the poke check. Knight goes through again. He's tripped, and it's just a power play. Controversial.
Yeah, perhaps a bit, as he did have a step or two. Can't see, obviously, from the lack of replay there, but that was definitely an opportunity, and they still have one here on the power play to double up their lead, and JYP Jyväskylä started out good, but right now, on the back foot.
Nico not able to find any space there. That pass. Limbe. Good movement here in front. What a stop by Kazu. Uryo was there on a grade A chance. That shot blocked. Sakam gonna wheel up behind the back of his net. He clears it out. Great save by Kazu.
Yeah, that was incredible right there. In tight opportunity, slid over, maintained position, kept the puck out.
Stepping in. Couldn't get the shot off clean. It found its way to Naiku, whose shot is denied. Sin, he has been everywhere. Worth noting. Entered play today. I was looking at the stat line. 12 goals in 14 games.
Yeah, pretty impressive in the playoffs so far, and you can kind of see why. He's kind of sort of always finding himself in the right place at the right time, and the willingness to pull the trigger as well. There's so many factors that go in to making a good goal scorer in any sort of competitive setting, and Naiku definitely seems to have the recipe for success.
And back to 5-on-5. Final 2 minutes here. It is game number 7 of our Pro Division semifinal matchup between RCTIC and JYP Jyväskylä. The winner moves on to play number 1 seed Reality Check in the final. Again, the winner of our Pro Final, February 28th and March 1st. The winner of that automatically moves up to our Elite Division as they'll replace the relegated Djurgården Hockey. One more chance for Pallanza here at the end. Can't handle it on the toe drag. First 20 minutes goes in favor of RCTIC.
Yeah, and you know, with favorable position, we're gonna get another look at that beautiful shot coming out from Naiku on that, you know, with the left shot coming off of that right wing, just completely beat Kazu as he was trying to shift his positioning, as you said, slide over to, you know, his right hand side to guard against whatever play would come there. He just lets it rip going back the other direction, and it was just a broken play on that zone entry, and sometimes those are the best ones. I like the mentality from Naiku. He grabbed the puck, really didn't hesitate, saw an opening, fired that on, didn't force a pass through, didn't do, you know, much of anything besides pull the trigger. Ends up being a goal for his team. That's the reason they're up 1-0. So while it started out looking advantageous for JYP Jyväskylä coming off of that win, getting the majority of those first shots and, you know, ringing that early one off the post here, it is RCTIC who have the goal, and on that power play, you're seeing a big save having to be made by Kazu there to keep that just a 1-goal game. Towards the end of that period, it was all RCTIC, and we'll see if they can carry that over into this second period here now.
And indeed, it's a long way to go in this game. Second period just about ready to begin. And we'll see what the response will be from JYP Jyväskylä. Again, game 6 that we joined in progress. It was a scoreless game through the opening 40 minutes. And then JYP Jyväskylä took over in the third to force this game 7. A delayed call here against RCTIC, and JYP, surprise, surprise, Sin, to the power play.
Yeah, I kind of winced a bit when I saw that pop up. You know, you're just like, oh, I hope the floodgates aren't opening here for RCTIC. JYP Jyväskylä, their power play looked good. It started off 2 for 2. They, you know, eventually went 2 for 7, but yeah, they did look deadly at first. But that's a great clear right there for Ozestein, just getting that, not wasting any time, not trying to wind up or anything, just shooting it out immediately the second he gets the touch.
That puck broken up, layout. Not able to clear it cleanly, but it does open up. A short-handed bid. Limbe across, and great job by Sile to get back and take that one away. Sakam over the line, into the middle. Antti scores! What a shot from Antti! It's a snipe fest out there with the 2 goals we've seen so far. These poor goaltenders.
Absolutely identical, nearly to the first one that was scored, cutting across as the left-hand shot, ripping it across the goaltender's body, and That's definitely something that I'm quite used to seeing on the NA side of things. We don't see it in the ECL Elite all that often, but here in the Pro, definitely seeming to be a weapon that these guys want to pull out, and it's led to 2 goals, 1 for each side. So JYP Jyväskylä once again scoring on the power play to tie this one up.
Incredible shot there. Another power play goal for JYP Jyväskylä. Game 7 is tied up at 1 apiece. Let's see what the response happens to be from RCTIC. It's Indy over the line. Great display for him in Game 6. Urio for Naiku, throws one on. Love to see, of course, in the differences in the styles, maybe a little bit more free-flowing at times here in the Pro Division. Again, the willingness to just be like, hey, I'm going to throw a shot on here. I mean, we see some players in the Elite Division do that. Someone like Playmaker really stands out who will just try to catch a goalie off guard. So Alonso has it. Back for Sockham, trying to withstand the pressure. Go back for Antti. In the corner, trying to fend off the pressure. Pass in front, broken up. Urio shot on. A good stop there by Houston Cisco.
I am getting too old for
Again,
this.
gets floored on the hit. That was Seeley who's stepping up into the rush. Good movement. Great back checking, though. Limbe takes it away. Chance now. Again, intercepted. RCTIC will look to reset nearly halfway through this game. Now a 1-1 affair. It's Layout, the captain of this team. Dumps over to the far side, mistimed. They won't immediately vacate the zone. They do now. And one of these two teams, if not both of them, technically could find themselves in the Elite Division. But if RCTIC are going to make it, boy, do they need to figure out the discipline right now as they take another penalty. It's JYP back to the man advantage.
Yeah, and if they find themselves in another disadvantageous position too, I really start to worry as Naiku looking to break this one out. Gotta be careful.
That puck bouncing around. Trying to get going down the other way. Our RCTIC, good chance there. Not afraid to go for those shorthanded opportunities.
Absolutely not. It seems like something that they're actually emphasizing here every time they go to the kill. I mean, they've spent so much time on it, it's probably got to be frustrating. They're thinking, all right, well, let's try to get something, keep them on their heels a little bit.
See what happens around the back of the net. Polanza gets it to Sockham at the point. 20 seconds to go on the man advantage. Antti try to go back to Polanza, nowhere to go. Puck is cleared. Urio will have an opportunity to make a play for it. Limbe up there with him. Slap shot fired wide. We are back to 5-on-5. Urio down low for Limbe. Struggling to get a piece of it. That pass in front broken up. Ozlestein able to recover this one. Got that shot through the traffic. Good kick save there by Kazu.
Yeah, that pass that went out front could have been a goal right there. Kazu was slow to get back to that post, and had Urio been able to get a stick on it and fire that one easily could have been the go-ahead goal.
Urio able to take that one away only momentarily. Polanzo tried the self-sauce around. Layout was able to take that one away. He gets the puck back, 3.5 to play here in this second period. Limbe timed it well at the line. Urio there with him. Sockham able to take it away. Good defense from him. But again, RCTIC kind of putting the pressure on now, forcing these turnovers. Not much possession for JYP Jyväskylä in the past couple of moments. Layout in front, loose puck, dangerous. Indy able to take it away. We approach the final minute of play here again, game number 7. We will have a winner, who will move on to play reality check in the Pro Division final in February 28th and March 1st. Another trip is called. 5 seconds to work with here for JYP Jyväskylä. One-timer, they score! Who needs the power play when you have a bomb of a shot like Indy possesses? JYP strike and gain the lead late in the second period.
Just an absolutely beautiful play coming out from JYP Jyväskylä. Just the knowledge to understand that late man's coming in. In this case, it was Indy there. They fed it back to him. He blasts it home with just seconds remaining here in the second period. And again, it wasn't the power play that did it, but it's definitely at this point, the discipline is a massive, massive factor for Arctic. It's really seeming to kind of fall apart for them at the worst possible time. And this is going to get to them mentally as well. And I think it already has, the way we're seeing these penalties just keep stacking on top of each other. JYP Jyväskylä, they are an experienced enough team. They have so many players with elite experience, with some championship experience as well. They understand, exactly how to make your opponent pay for their mistakes. And Arctic is falling into that trap right now of making these mistakes. And so far, JYP Jyväskylä continuing to make them pay for it. And that's exactly the sort of play and the sort of mentality that's going to get you back into that elite division.
20 minutes away, perhaps, from JYP Jyväskylä making it to the finals. Again, we have talked about it in this broadcast already. Their history in the Elite Division. H-Reds this season became the first team in recent memory to prevent Frölunda from winning the #1 seed. The team before that was JYP Jyväskylä. Yet here they are, of course. It's been one of the most intriguing stories we have seen develop throughout the ECL. One of those teams that's able to take the step up. One went one way, as an H-Reds winning the title, and now going back to the final. And for JYP, they went the other, but trying to battle their way back and get back to where they want to be. And Kazu with a good save there, keeping this lead intact. Face off here in the attacking zone. Uryo not able to come up with it. Let's see now what Arctic can do. Trailing by 1. That puck dug out of the corner again. There is Indy. The captain Antti offside though.
Yeah, these stoppages probably going to benefit JYP Jyväskylä a bit more than they will Arctic. Arctics just want to keep the kind of free-flowing game going, keep it feel like they've at least got the momentum, which you oftentimes feel like when that game is kind of going more back and forth, you always feel like you have, a pretty good chance here. As you can see there, Gretchen starting to mount here. They're going to have to be careful. I'd like to see a bit more bumps here and there than the stick, especially when they're getting towards those boards. That's when they're getting in trouble with those sticks, is against the boards, and JYP Jyväskylä is trying. Well, oh no, that was a dive. Okay, I thought that was another chip coming out.
I thought the same thing there momentarily. As what a pickup here. Naiku trying to work his way beyond the defense. Great job there by Sile and Sakam to recover. Uryo, the interception. Chance now. Limbe, the shot. Stopped by Kazu. Uryo still there, grinding it out. Limbe tried to get it in front, intercepted. And right now, JYP Jyväskylä, we're struggling to get it out. Here comes Antti up the ice. Pass for Pawanto, big glove save. Using Cisco, able to keep that one out and keep this a 1-goal game.
Massive save right there on the man cutting in with speed, but what a pass it was to start that breakout over to Antti in the center of the ice. From the corner boards, there was so much traffic, and it was near perfect pass, and Antti was just able to sort of break that out. I almost thought he might have been in alone, but Ozestein was just a bit further back, not wanting anyone to get around him.
Sit down!
We have a bit of a disruption, I do believe, here in the connection. There we go. Again, apologies for that. We are nearly halfway through this third period as it stands. JYP Jyväskylä would be moving on to the finals. Again, I've said it numerous times, I'll continue to promote it. February 28th and March 1st, a 2-day event, our Pro Division Finals. And expected that King Lime and Mr. B Major will be on the call for that one. Of course, Sin and I will be busy prepping for our Elite Division coverage. The final, of course, again, we already know it is Frölunda and H-Reds that will be going head-to-head. That being the 4th and 5th of March.
Yeah, H-Reds looking to become the first team really to win those back-to-back ECL titles. They're going to be hungry for it. They're definitely feeling good about it. But, Frölunda, they're going to still remember the sting of losing last season.
7.5 to play here. JYP Jyväskylä with the lead intact. Seen some crazy games, though, here in the Pro Semifinals. A lot of back-and-forth series. Here is Pawanto. And it is Arctic, the underdogs in this one. Going up against a team with so much elite experience in the past. Favorites to make it to the finals at the very least. Indeed, trying to secure that the 2 top seeds do play in the finals. One-timer, good kick save. And a necessary one at that. You trail by 2 at this stage of the game. It's likely game over. 4 minutes to go here in regulation. Big step up hit, no charge. Polanco loses it in the triple team. RCTIC down to 3 minutes remaining in their season, perhaps. Here's Limbe. The shot doesn't go. Nearly was able to wait out Kazu. As Indy tries to gain the line, Limbe takes that one away. Lay out the captain. Has to drop that one back, and 1.5 to go. Stretch pass would have been offside. Worst case scenario, Jyväskylä have it, and they're able to kill more time off the clock. Here's Polanco with a bit of space. Likes to hold it in the corner, 50 seconds to play. Indy. Again for Polanco. He's just going to hold it in the corner. Taken away, though, by Azesti. Nearly turned over again. Indy, the 1T broken up on the back check from Nyko. But again, they can't get the puck out.
Yeah, I'd like to see Indy maybe take the space right there, skate towards the middle of the ice. He didn't necessarily have to pass it there, but they're still able to kill a lot of time. But they do. The goal is being pulled now for RCTIC.
It's on net, and the rebound was there, just out of reach of Limbe. Here's Antti. Extra attacker is out. 13 seconds to go for RCTIC to save their season. Puck dumped in. They timed it well. Let's see what they can do. Around the back of the net, Sile to the point. Layout, shot, save, and Jyväskylä have secured their spot in the Pro Division Final. They'll take on Reality Check, winner to the Elite Division.
What a turn of events, losing in overtime in that game 5, I believe, to go down 3-2 in this series, and then storming back and winning 2 straight to earn their way back into the Pro Finals. 1 step closer to winning the title in the Pro Finals, and 1 step closer to getting that automatic promotion into the Elite Division. What a performance we saw out of these guys. Polanco, Indy especially, were really, really good on that front end of, and Kazu had to make some massive, massive saves as well. Just an excellent effort from Jyväskylä. And most importantly, they took the openings. They made their opponent pay for their mistakes.
So a huge result there as, again, both Reality Check and Jyväskylä avoid disaster.
No.
They get the job done and secure their spot in the finals. So we'll get a look here at one of the moments that helped decide this game. I believe this was the opening goal, and indeed it was. What a snipe.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Sim, for RCTIC, that was their only goal of the game.
Yeah, that was unfortunately as good as it got, the opening goal here. And then after that, you saw the penalty trouble start. And what a play right there. The stop up in the zone to create some space, fed over, and then just an absolute blistering shot coming out from, I think, yeah, that would have been Indy there, the right winger with the left-handed shot. And then the second one as well. What a play. Polanco, the nice between the legs move, circles back around, quick back to the point, and then the rocket shot coming from, you guessed it, Indy off of the feed from it. That would have been Sile over there. And just a brilliant, brilliant performance out of Jyväskylä, as perhaps RCTIC looking at how close that was to being blocked.
It was very, very close indeed. So again, tremendous seasons for the likes of Stargazing and RCTIC. Their journey's not done yet. We could still see them in the Elite Division next year, but again, they'll be lining up for a matchup with an Elite Division club in those relegation series. But for Jyväskylä, we already know now the bracket is complete. They will be taking on Reality Check, the 2 top teams heading into the playoffs. They will be going head-to-head again. February 28th to March 1st, right here on Sports Gamer. The 2 top teams go head-to-head. Will Jyväskylä work their way back to the Elite Division, or will Reality Check get the job done and punch their ticket to the Elite Division? Again, the winner will be replacing the relegated Djurgården as Sin there as well. Again, I don't know if we'll be on the call for that Pro Division matchup, but we will certainly be on the call for this. The Elite Division final also secured tonight for Lunda and H-Reds, round 3. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's just been an insane playoff all the way around. I'm glad we got to check in on some pro division action. Of course, it's always some exciting hockey there. There's always so much to play for. As we always say, in the elite division, you want to stay in the division if you're not making the playoffs. But I mean, because the reason for that being is there's always someone gunning for you. We just got to look at some of those teams who are gunning for a spot in that elite division. For Jyväskylä, definitely kind of a revenge tour for them. They were not happy about what had happened, after they're getting that 1 seed. They just kept kind of slipping further and further down the standings, and all of a sudden they found themselves in the pro division. They're looking to get back at it. There's 3 other teams there as well with a fighting chance to make their way into the elite, and if it went anything like it did last season, we could be seeing 4 new faces for our winter season.
So with that, everybody, that will do it for our coverage here tonight, again, of both the Elite and Pro Division playoffs. We thank you very much for joining us again one more time. The Pro Division playoffs starting February 28th, wrapping up on March 1st. Sin and I will be here on March 4th and 5th for the Elite Division finale, again, for Lunda and H-Red. Sportsgamer.gg for all the information that you need. And, of course, a big shout-out to those behind the scenes, especially our producer today, who had his work cut out for him with how much we were trying to cover at one time. Big thank you to all of you as well for tuning in. Of course, you can catch Sin on the YouTube side of things at Sin for the Win Productions. And of course, as you see on screen there, Sin for the Win Prod on the Twitter side of things. If you're a Canadians fan, tell him how wrong he was about Cole Caulfield. He'll be more than happy to engage you on that discussion. You can also listen to him talk about that on the Tukey's Take podcast, which you can find everywhere podcasts can be listened to. So if you want to hear about how wrong Sin was, you can do that. Of course, you can find me everywhere, including right here on Twitch at Tukey24. I'm going to go have some cake, celebrate that birthday, as we do. Sin, it was a blast. Thank you, of course, for being alongside me. And again, we're not done yet. We have one more series to go, but what an incredible day it was.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can't wait. Bring it on.
Absolutely. So again, thank you everybody for joining us. We will see you next week. The finals get underway. It's going to be a blast. We'll see you then.